Good morning, everyone. It's Vicki with Crochet with Vicki Joe. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a great day. Um, so I know I haven't been on here for a while. It's probably been a couple of weeks since I've been on here. I've been going through some things, here at home, and my husband's been having some health issues, so we're waiting to get some results, and I just been real caught up in other things, so I haven't been able to really crochet or, I haven't ordered anything, so I don't have nothing to show you. Well, I actually did order a little bit of yarn for a poncho that I'm supposed to be making with another creator on YouTube, but I haven't got there yet, but I'll show you that right now. Also, let's see, I did get the baby blanket done. I'm in the process of, I have it on my board right now, trying to block it. I'll put it right up here. You can see what it looks like. The edges are a little curly, but that's because I made like the little petals like I have on the actual blanket. I put those around for the border. But I'm blocking it mostly for the inside so it can lay straighter, and I'll be getting that in the mail. I did make some little hand mittens to go with that. Let me see if I can find out what I did with them. I do have more I want to make. See, I made these little, for the scratchies. They're a little thick, but I think thick is better myself, but I don't know. I think I'll make a yellow pair also to go with the blanket. I'm thinking of putting maybe a little sunflower on the tops of each one, but I haven't decided that for sure yet, but I might. I know I need to get it out in the mail pretty soon. Her baby, I believe, is due March 31st. I have a little bit of time, but you know how the days go by really fast. But anyhow, so I've got that done. I can finally breathe again. I got the strawberry doll and the vine and everything that I made, appliques, packed that up, and that's already out the door. So I'm done with that project. Let's see what else. Well, let me show you the yarn. The last yarn that I got, and it was just one kind that I ordered because, like I said, I'm going to be making a poncho with Donna. I can get it untied. Oh, I don't want to untie for me. I don't want to rip it because I'm trying to keep it in the bag so the cats don't get it. So I got this yarn, and this is Roving Devigation. That's what it's called. It's a roving yarn. I've never myself used a roving yarn before. I wasn't too crazy about it when I got it. I told Donna I didn't really care too much for it because it has a lot of fuzzy. I just don't like yarn that has all that fuzz on top. Can you see that? It's pretty fuzzy. So I'll see how it works up. I plan on, making the poncho with her. I put her on hold for a little bit, but that's okay because she's making ponchos left and right, and sending, scarf or forgot what they're called. But she's been doing a lot of work. And most of you, I'm sure you know who she is. I'm sure because I've mentioned her a lot, and I believe some of you have even went and subscribed to her channel. So anyhow, this is from Lion Brand. And this one here is called Blueberry Pie. I like the color blue, so I went with that color. 200 grams, 437 yards, 400 meters. It's 100% acrylic. It's a size medium 4 weight. Recommended a K 10.5 or a 6.5 millimeter hook and a 5.5 millimeter needles for knitting. It's a machine wash, warm, gentle cycle, tumble, dry, normal, medium heat. So we'll see. I got 5 of them, so hopefully that'll be enough. Sorry for the rattling of the bag, but I'll be starting on that soon. Also, I don't know if I showed you the diamond art that I was working on. I finally got it finished. I trimmed it down and everything. I have to put it, I have like a black foam that I'm going to lay it on and mount it on that, and then we can hang it on the wall. But this is it. I hope you can see it if I can get it all in the, see, it's a butterfly. Isn't that pretty? And it says, beautiful girl, you can do amazing things. That's what it said. I made that for my granddaughter to hang in her room. I thought it was so pretty. It took a lot. It was like, I don't know, it was a little hard for me. I haven't been working on diamond art for a while. So let me see what the measurements are once I took the border off. So it's 25 inches long, and let me see, and 20 and a half wide, probably a little bit more. Let me see, because of the way I'm laying it, it's hard to tell. Oh, it's 20 inches wide, so it's 25 by 20, 20 by 25, however that works. But it's a pretty good size. So I finally got that finished, and then right away I started working on another one, and that's with kitty cats. It's real cute. I'll see if I can pull it out. I don't know. I just started it. It's going to be a pretty good size. So this is what this one's going to look like. It's a little curled up on the end, so it's hard to, let me see if I can get it to lay out better. Probably not. We'll see. Okay. So it's different cats. You have a white one and you have the orange one down underneath, white and black. And then you have that one over there. I think there's 4 of them with flowers and stuff around them. I got this section over here done so far. You can see that. Thought that was very pretty. So that's what I'm working on now. Whenever I get time, every chance I get, I'll take it out and work on it a little bit. Get down, Toby. Have my dog jumping up here with his long nails. We're having a really hard time trying to trim this dog's nails. And he scratches me and nobody else. With my grandson, my husband tried to trim him, but it didn't work. See, he got me here and he got me there. And then he got me here. So he likes to scratch his mama. Stop. Let me show you how big he's getting. Put your ear down. Smile for the camera. Smile. That's how big he's getting. See, he's getting really long. Okay, get down. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to show you today. That's about all I have. But I just wanted to jump on here and let you know what was going on. Sorry that I haven't been doing any videos. I'm going to try and get more out this week. Try and get back into the flow of things. But yeah, I'll be starting the poncho. When I get going on that, I'll show you my progress on it. I'm going to be following a pattern, so it's going to be a little bit different for me because I like to do the, sorry, it's up my eye. I like to do the tutorials, but she has a pattern that we're going to follow. So I told her I'd probably be calling on her a lot to help me understand the pattern because it is hard sometimes. I think I got a dog hair in my eye. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I think I got it. Okay, and then once I start getting more of the diamond art done, I'll show you that. I'll keep showing you the progress that I'm having on that. But other than that, I'm just waiting for my blanket to dry now, and so I can get that out, sent out, and I'll have those projects done. And I'm trying to figure out a way I can put some yarn up. My yarn's getting just messed up out there in buckets. Whenever I have to go look for yarn, I have to dig through all the yarn, and my the ball bands are falling off. It's just getting frustrating. So I've been thinking of, they have, let's see, I was watching, she has yarn, she's got yarn too, I think, Nancy. I was watching her the other day, and she was showing some little containers that she bought at Dollar Tree for $3. So I had a thought that I can buy some of those and just like arrange them on my wall in my bedroom maybe. Then I can put some of my yarn in that if I put them up high enough so my cats can't get them. So I have that plan, doing that. And I think wherever I can find wall space, I'm going to put little containers, little something, so I can get my yarn out of those buckets. It's like very expensive yarn through the years I've paid for this yarn, and they're all getting ruined, and it just don't make sense. So I've got to figure out something. Now I have, against this wall right here, I have a lot of my study books that I use, Christian books I have up here, Bibles and commentaries and stuff. Possibly thinking of taking those down, put them on my shelf over here somewhere, and then I can put a few of those containers on this wall. I could probably get like 6 of them on this wall, and I can put yarn in there. I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out, ways that I can bring my yarn out of the buckets. I probably have a good 12 buckets out there in the garage, plus big, huge bags that my grandson brings home to me, full of yarn. I know I'll never get to be able to display all my yarn anymore unless my grandson gets a place and moves out, and then I get that room back. But for now, that's not going to happen. He's, really helping me out right now, financially. So I need him to stick around for a while. But I'm going to work it out somehow. It's what's frustrating is when you're making a project and you need to get a certain color of yarn, you can't find it. I needed white. I needed a lightweight, like a 3-weight yarn in white when I was doing the blanket. Well, not the blanket, but the mittens. I went out there and I'm digging and I'm digging and I couldn't, just white. I couldn't find, all I could find was the 4-weights, but I couldn't find any of my 3-weights. So it was like, it just gets frustrating when you can't find, and then it's hard for me with my hands. It's hard for me to really dig into my yarn, and find anything in there. So I've got to figure out a different plan. If I had enough space in the garage, I could lay everything out in a single layer. That way it's easier to get into my buckets. One day I'll take my camera out to my garage and I'll show you just how much yarn I got and how they're stacked up. That whenever I want yarn, I have to take everything down and pull out different buckets to look for it. So it's just getting hard to do that for me. So I got to figure out a better solution. So I'll be working on that. I'm going to try and put out more videos. I'm thinking of starting a blanket, maybe a granny blanket. I'm not too sure yet, but I think I'll do it and have like a chat as I'm working on the blanket and let you see my progress as I'm going along. I'm thinking of starting something like that. Once again, it's a little hard because, I do have other people in the house and I never know when, one of them's going to pop their head out and, go in, because I'm right next to the kitchen, and the kitchen's where everybody likes to go. So it's, sometimes it can get pretty noisy. Other times, like right now, it's really quiet. Everybody's gone. My granddaughter's in her room in her school because she does online school. My husband's in his office. So it's really quiet right now. I can just sit and talk and share, without disruptions. The only one that's disrupting me is my little puppy down here. He's the loudest one. I bought these, I had to put an order in at Amazon to get him some dog food and little treats and stuff. So I bought this little thing. It's like a little ball you hold in your hand. I'd show you, but my husband has it in his room. It's like a little ball, and you use it on the nails. It's got sandpaper on it, and I guess you just rub it on the nail, because it's like one of those really hard, grainy ones. So you just rub it on the nail, and it's supposed to help file their nails down. So I ordered that, thinking it was going to be a great big, that would fit in my hand and I'd be able to work with it. This is about this tiny, just a little tiny thing. I'll try and put a picture of it when I do my, when I upload this. I'll try and put it, if I remember, I'll put a picture. You can see it, but it's real tiny. I don't know if it works. I told my husband, try it out, but he hasn't tried it yet. But he does have really long nails. One day, my grandson was trying to help my husband grind down his nails with one of those file things. And Toby was just not having it. I mean, he goes crazy. It scares him. I tried to get him and just clip him with the nails, the clippers. He wouldn't hold still. He would bite me, and he does not like his nails touched. But they are getting really long, and they're sharp, very sharp. So, like I said, I'm the one that he attacks all the time. And I can't wear my cutoffs anymore, my capris or anything, because he jumps on my legs. And with his nails being so sharp, they just go right down my legs and scratch me all up. So we're working on that, figuring out a way. I hate to take him to a groomer just to cut his nails, because he's a Chihuahua, so there's nothing to shave off of him. He does need a bath. He hasn't had one, and he's 5 months old. going to be 5 months old. But that's an attempt I'm a little bit nervous to try and do, put him in a bathtub and give him a bath, because he's going to have a fit. He likes to bite a lot. He's a biter. So I don't know. I did find out he's not a pure Chihuahua, that he has terrier in him. So that's probably the mean part, terrier. Chico, he's still on the bed. He stays in the room. Every so often I let him down, but Toby just runs right away, jumps on him, and so I don't know what I'm going to do there. I mean, right now Toby's doing 100% better. I mean, when I take him down to go outside, he runs, really fast to the door to try and escape from Toby. And before, he couldn't even run. So I do see a lot of progress in his health. He's doing a lot better. But to put him back down to be with Toby, I don't think it's going to work, because Toby, he's just mean. He's a puppy. He wants to play. So he's always jumping on him, biting his neck. And I'm afraid it's going to cause him to jerk himself again and hurt himself again. So I don't know. Don't know what I'm going to do there. But that's just the life of having animals. We have 3 cats here. And that one black one, Jasper, he's ornery as can be. Gets into everything. Steals my pins and my hooks and takes off with them. He loves to eat yarn, so I had to always keep my yarn up where he can't get it, because he will eat it. Gata, the little girl cat, the only girl cat we have, she loves to eat ribbon and anything, she'll eat it. So having animals, you really have to be on guard, and it's like having little kids around. You have to watch what they put in their mouths, and that's where Toby's at right now. He's always putting stuff in his mouth, and I'll try and grab him, and he'll have like something hanging out, and I'll try to grab him to get it, and he'll bite me. And so I got to try and find little ways with his toys to get his attention, move that way so I can grab whatever's in his mouth. But yeah, he's a crazy little puppy. Crazy little puppy. But anyhow, other than that, we're waiting today. My husband has an appointment to get his lab results back. So there is a certain thing that they are checking for. So we're waiting for those results, and then we'll take it from there. Next week, I believe on the 5th, he goes for his, what do you call, abrasion? I think he call it abrasion on both of his legs. He'll be starting that procedure. So, all you that pray and just keep us in prayer, keep my husband in prayer that all will go well. Pray against the results. They'll be negative. But we will find that out today. Anyhow, I hope to put more videos out soon. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope it's nice where you're at. It's not too bad here today. But anyhow, I just wanted to jump on and just share a little bit with you. So I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you in my next video. Remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I. Have a good day. Bye for now.